Welcome to my channel. Do you have these top 12 most valuable Washington Quarters Dollars coins, the 1967 quarter dollar, the 1969 quarter dollar, the 1980 P quarter dollar, the 1982 D quarter dollar, the 1983 D quarter dollar, the 1984 D quarter dollar, the 1984 P quarter dollar, the 1985 P quarter dollar, the 1986 P quarter dollar, the 1989 P quarter dollar, the 1994 P quarter dollar, the 1995 P quarter dollar. The 1967 quarter dollar is part of the United States Mint's quarter dollar program, which began in 1796. While the quarter itself dates back to the late 18th century, the 1967 quarter is of particular interest due to its historical context and potential value to collectors. In 1967, the United States was undergoing significant social, cultural, and political changes. The Vietnam War was escalating, the civil rights movement was in full swing, and the counterculture of the 1960s was challenging traditional norms. Against this backdrop, the 1967 quarter holds a symbolic significance, representing an era of change and transition. From a numismatic perspective, the 1967 quarter is not particularly rare or valuable in circulated condition. However, for collectors seeking to complete a collection of every quarter minted, it is an essential piece. The 1967 quarter features the familiar image of President George Washington on the obverse, front, and the iconic eagle design on the reverse, back. In terms of value, the 1967 quarter is typically worth its face value of 25 cents when found in circulation. However, for coins in uncirculated condition or with certain minting errors, the value can be higher. Minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center strikes, can significantly increase the value of a coin to collectors. To determine the specific value of a 1967 quarter, collectors often consider factors such as its condition, rarity, and demand. Coins in mint condition, graded by a reputable grading service, can command higher prices at auctions or through coin dealers. Additionally, coins with provenance or historical significance may also fetch higher prices among collectors. In recent years, the market for rare and collectible coins has grown significantly, driven by increased interest from both seasoned collectors and new enthusiasts. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and auctions provide avenues for buying, selling, and trading coins, including the 1967 quarter. For collectors interested in the history of the 1967 quarter, it is important to explore the broader context of the coin's production and distribution. The United States Mint, responsible for producing coins for circulation, has a long and storied history dating back to the founding of the nation. Understanding the minting process, including the various mint facilities and coinage techniques used over the years, adds depth to the appreciation of numismatics. Overall, the 1967 quarter is a fascinating piece of American history and numismatics. While its intrinsic value may be modest, its historical significance and potential for collecting make it a valuable addition to any coin collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coins, the 1967 quarter offers an opportunity to explore the intersection of history, art, and economics through the lens of numismatics. The 1967 quarter dollar, like many coins, can vary in value depending on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. As of my last update, in January 2022, a circulated 1967 quarter could be worth around its face value of 25 cents to a few dollars, depending on its condition. However, if you have an uncirculated or proof version, it could be worth significantly more to collectors. The value of coins, especially those from the mid-20th century like the 1967 quarter, can fluctuate over time due to various factors such as changes in the precious metals market, shifts in collecting trends, and the overall condition of the coin. To accurately determine the current value of your 1967 quarter, you may want to consult with a professional coin dealer or utilize online resources such as coin collecting websites and price guides. These resources can provide up-to-date information on market trends and current valuations based on factors such as mint mark, condition, and rarity. Additionally, It's essential to keep in mind that the value of coins can be subjective and may vary depending on the buyer and seller's preferences. Some collectors may be willing to pay a premium for coins with specific characteristics, historical significance, or aesthetic appeal. Overall, while the 1967 quarter may not have an exceptionally high intrinsic value compared to some other coins, it still holds value to collectors and enthusiasts. Whether you're interested in selling, trading, or simply learning more about your coin, researching its current market value can help you make informed decisions. The 1969 Washington quarter dollar holds both historical significance and value to collectors today. Minted during a period of transition in American culture and politics, it carries the legacy of the iconic first president, George Washington. In 1969, the United States was amid social change, with the Vietnam War and civil rights movement shaping the national landscape. This coin, part of the Washington Quarter series introduced in 1932 to commemorate Washington's 200th birthday, reflects these turbulent times. The 1969 Washington Quarter was minted at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint produced coins with slight variations, contributing to the coin's collectible appeal. Understanding these mint marks and their impact on rarity is crucial for assessing the coin's worth. The Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the absence of a mint mark, produced the largest quantity of 1969 quarters. These coins are typically more common and thus less valuable to collectors. However, pristine examples with minimal wear still command a premium due to their historical significance and the enduring popularity of coin collecting. Conversely, quarters minted in Denver, marked with a D, and San Francisco, marked with an S, are generally scarcer. Coins from the Denver Mint are sought after by collectors, especially those in uncirculated condition. Similarly, San Francisco Mint quarters, often produced for special collector sets, are prized for their limited availability. Determining the value of a 1969 Washington quarter involves assessing several factors, including its condition, mint mark, and rarity. Coin grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, provide independent evaluations based on a standardized scale. This grading scale ranges from poor to perfect uncirculated, with each grade impacting the coin's market value. For collectors, acquiring a high-grade 1969 Washington quarter can be a rewarding pursuit. Mint state examples, with their original luster and sharp details, fetch premium prices at auctions and numismatic conventions. Additionally, coins graded as proof are struck with special dies and polished blanks, resulting in a mirror-like finish prized by collectors. Market trends, numismatic publications, and online resources offer insights into the evolving value of the 1969 Washington quarter. While the intrinsic value of the coin is tied to its metal content, 25% nickel and 75% copper, its numismatic worth exceeds its face value. Rarity, demand, and historical significance drive the market for these iconic coins, making them a tangible link to America's past. In conclusion, the 1969 Washington quarter dollar transcends its monetary value, embodying the spirit of its era and the enduring legacy of George Washington. Whether cherished as a collector's item or appreciated for its historical significance, this coin continues to captivate numismatists and enthusiasts alike, connecting generations through a shared passion for coin collecting. The 1969 Washington quarter dollar holds both numismatic and intrinsic value. Numismatically, its worth can vary based on factors like condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Intrinsically, its silver content contributes to its base value. Firstly, let's explore its numismatic value. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its worth. Coins in pristine condition, graded as mint state, MS, 65 or higher by professional grading services, can fetch higher prices due to their rarity and appeal to collectors. Variations in mint marks also impact value, with coins minted in Philadelphia generally being less valuable than those from Denver or San Francisco due to lower mintages. Rarity is another crucial factor. While the 1969 Washington quarter dollar is not considered rare in comparison to other coins, finding one in exceptional condition can still command a premium. Demand among collectors also influences value. Coins with historical significance or those sought after by a niche group of collectors can see increased demand and, consequently, higher prices. The Washington Quarter series, being a staple of American numismatics, enjoys enduring popularity among collectors. However, the 1969 issue may not have as much collector interest compared to older or more unique coins in the series. Now, let's consider its intrinsic value. The 1969 Washington quarter dollar is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with no silver content. Unlike earlier quarters minted in 90% silver, its base metal composition means it doesn't have significant intrinsic worth beyond its face value. However, the quarter's design and historical significance still contribute to its appeal among collectors. In summary, the 1969 Washington quarter dollar's worth today can vary widely depending on its condition, rarity, demand among collectors, and intrinsic value. While it may not command exorbitant prices compared to some rare or highly sought-after coins, it still holds value both as a collectible item and as a piece of American history. The 1980 quarter dollar, minted by the Philadelphia Mint, doesn't hold significant numismatic value unless in mint condition or part of a unique era batch. Its composition, like other quarters of that era, consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, weighing 5.67 grams with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. However, its historical context intertwines with broader economic and social narratives of the time. In 1980, the United States was grappling with various challenges, including stagflation, high inflation, and the Iran hostage crisis. These factors influenced government policies, including monetary and fiscal measures. The U.S. Mint's production of quarters in 1980 reflected ongoing economic concerns. While not rare, quarters from this period can serve as tangible artifacts of America's economic landscape during that era. The designs on the quarter, featuring President George Washington on the obverse and various depictions on the reverse, also hold historical significance. The significance of the quarter extends beyond its face value, offering a glimpse into the economic, political, and social dynamics of the early 1980s in the United States. The 1980 quarter dollar, part of the Washington Quarter series, holds historical significance and numismatic value for collectors. However, its worth today depends on various factors such as its condition, rarity, and demand in the numismatic market. To delve deeper into its current value, we must examine its historical context, design features, minting process, and any notable variations or errors that contribute to its collectability. The 1980 quarter dollar was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P Mint mark on the coin. As part of the Washington Quarter series, it features the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, and the heraldic eagle on the reverse, designed by John Mercanti. While the design remained consistent, variations in quality control, die varieties, and minting errors can affect the coin's desirability among collectors. One significant aspect affecting the value of the 1980 quarter dollar is its condition. Graded on a scale from poor, PO1, to mint state, MS70, by professional grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Coins in higher grades, exhibiting minimal wear and attractive luster, command higher prices in the market. Additionally, any rare or unusual varieties, errors, or minting anomalies increase the coin's value. Collectors often seek out such specimens for their uniqueness and scarcity. Varieties may include double dies, repunched mint marks, or other die varieties that distinguish certain coins from the standard minting process. Furthermore, the demand for the 1980 quarter dollar fluctuates over time, influenced by factors such as changes in collector preferences, economic conditions, and market trends. Coins with low mintage figures or those in high demand among collectors can see increased value in the secondary market. Researching recent auction results, numismatic publications, and online marketplaces like eBay can provide insights into the current market value of the 1980 quarter dollar. Professional numismatists and coin dealers can also offer appraisals and assessments based on their expertise and market knowledge. In conclusion, while the 1980 quarter dollar holds inherent historical and numismatic value as a piece of American coinage, its worth today depends on factors such as condition, rarity, demand, and market trends. By considering these elements and conducting thorough research, collectors can better understand the value and significance of this coin in today's numismatic market.
The 1980 quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, holds both historical significance and potential value for collectors. Minted in Philadelphia, it features the profile of the first President of the United States, George Washington, on the obverse side and the heraldic eagle on the reverse. In terms of historical context, 1980 marked the beginning of a new decade, a time of transition and change. The United States was navigating through economic challenges, including inflation and high unemployment rates. Additionally, the country was experiencing social and political shifts, with events such as the Iran hostage crisis dominating headlines. As for the value of the 1980 quarter dollar, its worth can vary depending on factors such as its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Here are some aspects that contribute to its value. 1. Condition. The condition of a coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that are in mint condition, with minimal wear and no damage, tend to command higher prices in the collector's market. 2. Rarity. While millions of 1980 quarter dollars were minted, certain variations or errors may make specific coins rarer and more valuable. Collectors often seek out coins with unique characteristics, such as double die errors or off-center strikes. 3. Demand. The demand for a particular coin among collectors can also influence its value. Coins that are sought after due to their historical significance, aesthetic appeal, or scarcity may fetch higher prices at auctions or through private sales. 4. Grading. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on their condition and assign a grade, such as mint state, MS, or about uncirculated, AU. Coins with higher grades typically command higher prices due to their superior quality. 5. Market trends. The value of coins can fluctuate over time due to changes in market conditions, collector preferences, and other factors. Staying informed about current trends in the numismatic market can help collectors make informed decisions about buying, selling, or holding on to their coins. Overall, while the 1980 quarter dollar may not be considered rare in the numismatic world, it still holds value for collectors interested in American coinage and history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, researching and learning about the nuances of coin collecting can enhance your appreciation for these small pieces of history. The 1982 Washington quarter dollar holds both numismatic and historical significance. Let's delve into its value and history. Historical context. The Washington Quarter series has been a staple of American coinage since its introduction in 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, features a left-facing bust of the first President of the United States on the obverse, with the reverse depicting an eagle grasping arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing readiness for war and desire for peace, respectively. 1982 deminting. In 1982, the Denver Mint produced Washington quarter dollars. During this period, the mint utilized primarily copper-nickel clad compositions, as opposed to the earlier 90% silver content. This change was part of a broader shift in U.S. coinage, moving away from precious metals due to rising costs and fluctuating market values. Numismatic value. The numismatic value of a 1982 Washington quarter dollar depends on several factors. 1. Mintage figures *. Understanding the coin's rarity is crucial. While the Denver Mint typically produces a significant quantity of coins, lower mintages can increase their desirability among collectors. 2. Condition *. The condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins in uncirculated or pristine condition fetch higher prices compared to those with wear and tear. 3. Varieties *. Varieties and errors can also impact value. Collectors often seek out coins with unique characteristics, such as double dies or minting errors, which can significantly increase their worth. Market value. As of, insert current year, the market value of a circulated 1982 D Washington quarter dollar typically ranges from face value to a few dollars, depending on condition and demand. Uncirculated examples may command higher prices, with some reaching upwards of $5 to $10 or more. Collectability. While the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar is not among the most sought-after dates in the series, it still holds appeal for collectors, especially those aiming to complete a full set. Some collectors may also seek out examples in high grades or with specific varieties for their collections. Conclusion. The 1982 D Washington quarter dollar represents a significant piece of American numismatic history. While its value may not rival that of earlier or rarer dates in the series, it remains a desirable addition to many collections. Understanding its historical context, minting details, and factors influencing its value can enhance appreciation for this iconic coin. The 1982 D Washington quarter dollar is a common coin, minted in large numbers, so its value primarily depends on its condition and any unique attributes it may possess. In circulated condition, it's typically worth its face value of 25 cents. However, if it's in uncirculated or mint condition, its value could be higher, especially if it has no scratches, wear, or other damage. Factors such as rarity, errors, or special characteristics can also influence its value. To provide a comprehensive overview, let's delve into the historical context of the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar, its design, minting process, potential variations, and factors affecting its value in the numismatic market. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, has undergone several design changes over the years. The 1982 D quarter bears the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse, front, and an eagle design on the reverse, back. The D mint mark indicates that it was minted at the Denver Mint. During the minting process, coins can experience various anomalies, errors, or variations, which can make certain specimens more desirable to collectors. For instance, off-center strikes, double dies, and other minting errors can increase a coin's value significantly. Additionally, coins struck with high precision and quality control, resulting in sharp details and luster, are sought after by collectors. However, the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar is not known for any significant errors or variations that drastically affect its value. Its value primarily lies in its condition and overall scarcity in uncirculated or mint state grades. To determine the value of a specific 1982 D Washington quarter dollar, collectors often refer to coin grading systems such as the Sheldon scale, which assigns a grade based on a coin's condition, ranging from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS70. Coins graded MS60 or higher typically command higher prices, especially if they exhibit no signs of wear, scratches, or damage. Moreover, factors such as market demand, fluctuations in precious metal prices, the Washington quarter is primarily composed of copper-nickel, and overall economic conditions can influence the coin's value over time. In today's numismatic market, a 1982 D Washington quarter dollar in uncirculated condition may fetch anywhere from a few dollars to several tens of dollars, depending on its grade and any unique attributes it possesses. However, it's essential to consult reputable coin dealers, auction houses, or numismatic publications for the most accurate pricing information and to stay informed about current market trends. In conclusion, while the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar may not be among the most valuable or sought-after coins in numismatics, its value can vary depending on its condition, grade, and any unique characteristics it may exhibit. Collectors and enthusiasts continue to appreciate these coins for their historical significance and contribution to the rich tapestry of American numismatic heritage. The 1983 D Washington quarter, like many coins, can hold value for collectors depending on its condition, rarity, and demand. While it may not be worth a significant amount compared to some rare coins, it's still worth examining. Firstly, let's delve into its background. The D mint mark signifies that it was minted in Denver. In 1983, the United States Mint produced a substantial number of quarters, so it's not considered a rare year in general. However, there are a few factors that collectors look for when determining the value of a coin from that year. One factor is its condition. Coins in pristine condition, with minimal wear and tear, tend to fetch higher prices than those that are heavily circulated. Collectors often use grading scales such as the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, to assess a coin's condition. Another aspect to consider is any mint errors or varieties. Coins with errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can command higher prices due to their rarity. However, it's essential to verify the authenticity of any purported errors, as some may be the result of damage post-minting rather than true mint errors. Additionally, the demand for a particular coin plays a significant role in its value. Some collectors may be specifically seeking out coins from certain years or with specific characteristics to complete their collections. Understanding the current market demand can give you a better idea of the potential value of your coin. Furthermore, factors like historical significance or cultural relevance can also impact a coin's value. While the 1983 D quarter may not have any significant historical events associated with it, it's still part of the broader narrative of American currency and numismatics. To determine the potential value of your 1983 D quarter, you can consult resources such as coin pricing guides, online marketplaces, or even professional coin appraisers. Keep in mind that the value of coins can fluctuate over time due to changes in the market, collector trends, or the discovery of new information. In conclusion, while the 1983 D quarter may not be worth a substantial amount compared to some rare coins, it's still worth investigating if you're curious about its potential value. Factors such as condition, mint errors, demand, and historical significance all play a role in determining its worth to collectors. Ultimately, the best way to gauge its value is to research current market trends and consult reputable sources in the numismatic community. The 1983 D Washington quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series minted by the United States Mint. In terms of numismatic value, the 1983 D quarter is generally not considered rare or valuable. However, like many coins, its worth can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and demand in the collector market. To understand its potential value, it's essential to look at various factors. 1. Mintage. The 1983 D quarter had a relatively high mintage compared to some other years, meaning a large number of these coins were produced. Higher mintage typically translates to lower collector value. 2. Condition. The condition of a coin significantly affects its value. Coins that are in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, are typically more valuable to collectors. Any scratches, dents, or discoloration can reduce the coin's value. 3. Rarity. While the 1983 D quarter isn't considered rare in general, there may be specific variations or errors that could make certain coins more valuable. For example, minting errors or variations in the design could increase a coin's worth. 4. Collector demand. The demand for a particular coin among collectors can also impact its value. Some collectors may be interested in completing a set of Washington quarters, while others may focus on specific years or mint marks. 5. Market trends. Like any collectible item, the value of coins can fluctuate over time based on market trends and economic factors. What may be in high demand one year could see a decrease in value in the next. While the 1983 D quarter may not command a high price compared to rare or historic coins, it still holds value to collectors and enthusiasts of the series. Even if it's not worth a significant amount monetarily, it can still be a valuable addition to a collection for its historical and cultural significance. In conclusion, while the 1983 D quarter may not be worth a substantial amount of money today, its value can vary depending on factors such as condition, rarity, and collector demand. It may not make you rich, but it can still hold value for those interested in numismatics and collecting. The 1984 D Washington quarter, like many coins, holds both historical significance and value to collectors. Minted at the Denver Mint in 1984, this quarter features the iconic image of George Washington on the obverse side, designed by John Flanagan. In terms of historical context, the 1984 D quarter was produced during a time when the United States was experiencing significant economic and political changes. Ronald Reagan was serving as president, and the country was still recovering from the recession of the early 1980s. The 1980s also saw advancements in technology and the beginning of the personal computing revolution, which would shape the future of the world economy. The D Mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, one of the U.S. Mint's production facilities. The Denver Mint has been producing coins since it was established in 1906, and it continues to play a crucial role in the production of circulating coinage for the United States. As for the value of the 1984 D quarter, several factors come into play. The first is the coin's condition. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they have never been circulated and show no signs of wear, tend to fetch higher prices from collectors. On the other hand, coins that have been circulated may still have value depending on their rarity and historical significance. Another factor that affects the value of the 1984 D quarter is its rarity. While millions of these quarters were minted in 1984, some may be rarer than others due to variations in production or errors during the minting process. Collectors often pay a premium for coins that are considered rare or unusual. Furthermore, the demand for the 1984 D quarter among collectors can also influence its value. Some collectors may be specifically interested in building a complete set of quarters from a particular year, while others may be drawn to the design or historical significance of the coin. To get a better understanding of the value of the 1984 D quarter, it's essential to consult resources such as coin price guides, online marketplaces, and coin dealers. These sources can provide insight into current market trends and help determine a fair price for buying or selling the coin. Overall, the 1984 D Washington quarter holds both historical significance and value to collectors, making it a sought-after piece for numismatists interested in U.S. coinage. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the world of coin collecting, the 1984 D quarter offers a fascinating glimpse into America's past. The 1984 D quarter dollar, minted by the United States Mint in Denver, is part of the Washington Quarter series, a collection of coins that has been in circulation since 1932. As of today, its value primarily depends on its condition, rarity, and demand from collectors. Firstly, let's delve into the historical context of the 1984 D quarter. In 1984, the United States Mint produced a significant number of quarters, including those from the Denver Mint, denoted by the D Mint mark. While this means that the 1984 D quarter is not considered rare in terms of mintage numbers, its condition and any potential minting errors can significantly affect its value. The condition of a coin is crucial in determining its worth to collectors. Coins in uncirculated condition, meaning they have not been used in commerce and show minimal signs of wear, are generally more valuable. Collectors often use a grading scale, such as the Sheldon coin grading scale, to assess a coin's condition, with higher grades indicating better preservation. If your 1984 D quarter is in uncirculated condition and graded highly, it could command a premium price. Rarity is another factor that influences a coin's value. While the 1984 D quarter may not be rare in terms of mintage numbers, certain minting errors or variations can make specific coins more sought after by collectors. For example, double dies, where the design appears to be doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process, can increase a coin's value significantly. Checking for any such errors or varieties on your 1984 D quarter could reveal hidden value. Demand from collectors also plays a significant role in determining the value of a coin. The Washington Quarter series has a dedicated base of collectors who seek to complete sets or acquire specific dates and mint marks. Factors such as historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and cultural relevance can all contribute to collector interest in a particular coin. Understanding the current demand for the 1984 D quarter within the numismatic community can give you insight into its potential value. To accurately assess the value of your 1984 D quarter, consider consulting with a professional coin appraiser or reaching out to reputable coin dealers. They can provide expert guidance based on current market trends and the specific characteristics of your coin. Additionally, online resources such as auction websites and numismatic forums can offer valuable insights into recent sales prices and collector interest in similar coins. In conclusion, while the 1984 D quarter may not be exceptionally rare, its value can vary based on factors such as condition, rarity, and collector demand. By carefully evaluating these aspects and seeking expert advice, you can determine the worth of your coin in today's numismatic market.
The 1980 P quarter dollar, minted by the Philadelphia Mint, doesn't hold significant numismatic value unless in mint condition or part of a unique era batch. Its composition, like other quarters of that era, consists of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, weighing 5.67 grams with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. However, its historical context intertwines with broader economic and social narratives of the time. In 1980, the United States was grappling with various challenges, including stagflation, high inflation, and the Iran hostage crisis. These factors influenced government policies, including monetary and fiscal measures. The U.S. Mint's production of quarters in 1980 reflected ongoing economic concerns. While not rare, quarters from this period can serve as tangible artifacts of America's economic landscape during that era. The designs on the quarter, featuring President George Washington on the obverse and various depictions on the reverse, also hold historical significance. The significance of the quarter extends beyond its face value, offering a glimpse into the economic, political, and social dynamics of the early 1980s in the United States. The 1980 P quarter dollar, part of the Washington Quarter series, holds historical significance and numismatic value for collectors. However, its worth today depends on various factors such as its condition, rarity, and demand in the numismatic market. To delve deeper into its current value, we must examine its historical context, design features, minting process, and any notable variations or errors that contribute to its collectability. The 1980 P quarter dollar was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark on the coin. As part of the Washington Quarter series, it features the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, and the heraldic eagle on the reverse, designed by John Mercanti. While the design remained consistent, variations in quality control, die varieties, and minting errors can affect the coin's desirability among collectors. One significant aspect affecting the value of the 1980 P quarter dollar is its condition. Graded on a scale from poor, PO1, to mint state, MS 70, by professional grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Coins in higher grades, exhibiting minimal wear and attractive luster, command higher prices in the market. Additionally, any rare or unusual varieties, errors, or minting anomalies increase the coin's value. Collectors often seek out such specimens for their uniqueness and scarcity. Varieties may include double dies, repunched mint marks, or other die varieties that distinguish certain coins from the standard minting process. Furthermore, the demand for the 1980 P quarter dollar fluctuates over time, influenced by factors such as changes in collector preferences, economic conditions, and market trends. Coins with low mintage figures or those in high demand among collectors can see increased value in the secondary market. Researching recent auction results, numismatic publications, and online marketplaces like eBay can provide insights into the current market value of the 1980 quarter dollar. Professional numismatists and coin dealers can also offer appraisals and assessments based on their expertise and market knowledge. In conclusion, while the 1980 quarter dollar holds inherent historical and numismatic value as a piece of American coinage, its worth today depends on factors such as condition, rarity, demand, and market trends. By considering these elements and conducting thorough research, collectors can better understand the value and significance of this coin in today's numismatic market. The 1984 quarter dollar, commonly known as the Washington quarter, doesn't typically hold significant monetary value beyond its face value unless it's in exceptional condition or has a rare error. However, let's delve into why certain quarters can be valuable, the factors influencing their worth, and what collectors should look for. Firstly, the value of a coin depends on its rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance. While millions of 1984 quarters were minted, those in pristine condition or with certain errors can fetch higher prices among collectors. One aspect that collectors often consider is the coin's mint mark. The mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Mint marks can impact a coin's value because they signify where the coin was produced, and some mints produce fewer coins than others, leading to rarity. Another factor is the condition of the coin, graded on a scale from poor, P1, to perfect, MS70. Coins in better condition generally command higher prices, as they are more visually appealing and closer to their original state. Collectors also seek out error coins, which are coins with mistakes made during the minting process. Errors can range from minor imperfections to major anomalies, such as missing mint marks or double strikes. Error coins are often highly sought after due to their rarity and uniqueness. Furthermore, the demand for certain coins can fluctuate over time, affecting their market value. Collectors' interests may shift, leading to increased demand for specific coins or series. Additionally, historical events or anniversaries can influence demand for coins from certain years. While the 1984 quarter dollar may not be particularly valuable on its own, it can still hold sentimental value or be a part of a broader collection. Collectors should consider factors such as rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance when determining a coin's worth. In conclusion, while the 1984 quarter dollar may not be worth a significant amount of money on its own, certain factors such as mint mark, condition, errors, demand, and historical significance can influence its value among collectors. Understanding these factors can help collectors determine the worth of their coins and build meaningful collections.
The 1985 quarter dollar, part of the Washington quarter series, holds both numismatic and historical significance. In terms of its value, the coin's worth can vary based on factors such as its condition, rarity, and demand in the collector's market. To delve deeper into its history and value, let's explore its design, production, notable features, and any special editions or errors that may affect its worth. Design and production asterisk. The Washington quarter, featuring the profile of George Washington on the obverse, front, and an eagle on the reverse, back, has been minted since 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, the classic design endured until 1999, when it underwent a series of revisions. The mint mark signifies that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest minting facilities in the United States. Throughout its history, the Philadelphia Mint has played a pivotal role in producing circulating coinage, commemorative coins, and medals. Historical context asterisk. In 1985, the United States was amidst the Reagan era, marked by economic expansion and global political dynamics, including the Cold War. Domestically, the economy was experiencing growth, though challenges such as inflation persisted. Internationally, geopolitical tensions influenced U.S. foreign policy, particularly with the Soviet Union. Value factors asterisk. Determining the value of a 1985 P quarter involves several key considerations. 1. Condition asterisk. The coin's condition significantly impacts its value. Coins in mint or near mint condition command higher prices in the collector's market. Rarity asterisk. While millions of 1985 P quarters were minted, scarcity can still influence value, especially for coins in exceptional condition. 3. Demand asterisk. Collector demand fluctuates based on factors such as historical significance, design variations, and popular interest in coin collecting. 4. Errors and varieties asterisk. Special editions, minting errors, or variations in design can increase a coin's worth. Examples include off-center strikes, double dies, or variations in mint marks. 5. Market trends asterisk. Like any collectible, the value of the 1985 P quarter can be subject to market trends and fluctuations. Auction results, collector preferences, and broader economic factors can all influence prices. Conclusion asterisk. In summary, the 1985 P quarter dollar holds both historical significance and potential value for collectors. While its base worth is tied to its metal composition and face value, factors such as condition, rarity, demand, and unique characteristics contribute to its overall value in the numismatic market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone exploring the world of coin collecting, understanding these factors can help evaluate the worth of this particular coin within your collection. The 1985 P quarter dollar, minted by the United States Mint, holds both numismatic and intrinsic value. From its historical significance to its rarity and condition, several factors contribute to its worth today. Firstly, understanding the background of the 1985 P quarter dollar provides context. This coin was part of the Washington Quarter series, featuring the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. Being minted in 1985, it's not particularly rare in terms of mintage numbers, but its condition and any potential errors or varieties can significantly impact its value. Numismatically, collectors often seek coins with specific characteristics such as minting errors, die varieties, or high-grade conditions. Coins with errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet defects can fetch premiums due to their rarity and desirability among collectors. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, MS, with higher grades indicating better preservation of details and fewer signs of wear. An uncirculated 1985 P quarter dollar in MS 65 or higher condition would command a higher price compared to a circulated one. Furthermore, rarity plays a significant role in determining a coin's value. While the 1985 P quarter dollar may not be considered rare in terms of mintage numbers, certain factors can make specific coins rarer than others. For instance, coins with low mintages due to errors or varieties, or those from limited mint sets, can be highly sought after by collectors. Market demand also influences the value of coins. The popularity of coin collecting, trends among collectors, and the overall economic climate can affect how much someone is willing to pay for a particular coin. Coins that are in high demand among collectors can command higher prices at auctions or in the secondary market. Moreover, historical significance can add value to a coin. While the 1985 P quarter dollar may not have a particularly notable historical event associated with its minting year, it still represents a piece of American numismatic history. Collectors interested in assembling sets of coins from specific years or decades may value the 1985 P quarter dollar for its place within the broader context of coinage history. In summary, the worth of a 1985 P quarter dollar today can vary widely depending on factors such as its condition, rarity, numismatic appeal, market demand, and historical significance. While it may not be worth $500, it could still hold significant value to the right collector, especially if it possesses unique characteristics or is part of a specialized collection. The 1986 P quarter dollar, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, holds historical significance as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters series. Launched in 2010, this series commemorates national parks and other national sites across the United States and its territories. However, it's important to note that the 1986 P quarter is not part of this series, rather, it belongs to the Washington Quarter series. In 1986, the United States Mint produced Washington quarters without any special designs or commemorations. The obverse, front, of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The reverse, back, of the coin displays an eagle, which has been a common motif on the Washington quarter since its inception in 1932. Value-wise, the 1986 P quarter is generally not considered rare or particularly valuable as a collectible. Its worth is primarily based on its condition, rarity, and demand from collectors. Since millions of these quarters were minted, they are readily available in circulation and are not typically sought after by serious collectors. However, if you have a 1986 P quarter in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, it may hold slightly more value to collectors. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and attractive luster, tend to fetch higher prices on the secondary market. Additionally, any mint errors or variety specific to the 1986 P quarter could increase its value among numismatists. As for its worth today, the 1986 P quarter is generally worth its face value of 25 cents if it's in circulated condition. However, if you're looking to sell it to a collector or through a numismatic marketplace, you may receive a slightly higher price depending on its condition and any unique attributes it possesses. In summary, while the 1986 P quarter may not be a rare or highly sought-after coin, it still holds value to collectors, especially if it's in pristine condition or has any unusual characteristics. Its historical significance as part of the Washington Quarter series adds to its appeal, but its worth is ultimately determined by factors such as rarity, demand, and condition. The 1986 P quarter dollar, also known as the Washington Quarter, holds both numismatic and historical significance. Its value can vary based on factors like condition, rarity, and demand from collectors. Here's a comprehensive overview. History of the 1986 P quarter dollar asterisk. 1. Design asterisk. The obverse of the quarter features a left-facing profile of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The reverse design, created by John Flanagan, features an eagle with outstretched wings and a bundle of arrows and olive branch in its talons, symbolizing war and peace. 2. Mintage asterisk. The P mint mark indicates that the coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1986, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these quarters for circulation, but the exact mintage numbers can vary. 3. Significance asterisk. 1986 was an important year for the quarter as it marked the beginning of the modern commemorative quarter program. While the design remained consistent, subsequent years saw different reverse designs commemorating each of the 50 states, as well as other significant events and landmarks. Value of the 1986 P quarter dollar asterisk. 1. Face value asterisk. Like all quarters, the 1986 P quarter dollar has a face value of 25 cents. 2. Numismatic value asterisk. The numismatic value of the coin depends on several factors such as its condition, rarity, and demand from collectors. Uncirculated coins, especially those in high grades, tend to command higher prices. 3. Grading asterisk. The condition of the coin is assessed using a grading scale ranging from poor, PO1, to mint state, MS70. Coins in higher grades, such as mint state 65, MS65, or higher, are typically more valuable. 4. Rarity asterisk. While the 1986 P quarter dollar is not considered rare in general, certain varieties or errors can increase its value. Collectors may seek out coins with specific characteristics, such as double dies or off-center strikes. 5. Demand asterisk. The demand for the coin among collectors can also influence its value. Coins with historical significance or those in high demand due to their condition or variety may command higher prices in the numismatic market. Conclusion asterisk. The 1986 P quarter dollar holds both historical significance as part of the Washington Quarter series and numismatic value as a collectible coin. While its face value remains 25 cents, its worth to collectors can vary based on factors such as condition, rarity, and demand. Whether as a piece of history or a valuable collectible, the 1986 P quarter dollar continues to hold interest among numismatists and coin enthusiasts alike. The 1989 P quarter dollar, featuring the iconic George Washington design on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, holds both numismatic and historical significance. In terms of value, its worth typically depends on its condition, rarity, and any potential mint errors. While I can't provide an exact appraisal, I can delve into its historical context and key factors influencing its value. The late 1980s were marked by significant events in U.S. history, both domestically and internationally. In 1989, George H.W. Bush was inaugurated as the 41st President of the United States, succeeding Ronald Reagan. This transition followed 8 years of Reaganomics and the end of the Cold War, symbolized by the fall of the Berlin Wall in November 1989. Economically, the late 1980s were characterized by a period of relative stability and growth following the turbulence of the 1970s and early 1980s. The U.S. economy experienced moderate inflation rates, declining unemployment, and steady GDP growth during this time. However, in numismatics, the value of coins is not solely determined by historical events but also by factors such as rarity, condition, and collector demand. The 1989 P quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark, which is significant for collectors who seek coins from specific mint locations. Regarding its value, several factors come into play. The condition of the coin is paramount, with uncirculated specimens typically commanding higher prices than those that have been circulated. Mint errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can significantly increase a coin's value for collectors. Furthermore, the rarity of the 1989 P quarter also influences its worth. While millions of these quarters were minted, certain varieties or errors may be scarce, making them more desirable to collectors. To assess the value of a specific 1989 P quarter, collectors often refer to numismatic guides, online marketplaces, and auctions to gauge current market prices. Additionally, consulting with professional coin dealers or appraisers can provide insights into the coin's value based on its individual characteristics. In summary, the 1989 P quarter holds historical significance within the broader context of late 20th century U.S. history, while its numismatic value is determined by factors such as rarity, condition, and collector demand. While I can't provide an exact appraisal, understanding these elements can help assess its worth in the coin collecting market. The 1989 P quarter dollar, also known as the Washington Quarter, holds both numismatic and intrinsic value. From its historical significance to its condition and rarity, several factors contribute to its worth today. Firstly, let's delve into its historical context. The 1989 P quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been minted since 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George. The 1989 P quarter dollar, part of the Washington Quarter series, doesn't typically hold significant monetary value unless it's in pristine condition or has certain rare characteristics. However, let's explore why certain quarters can be valuable and what factors contribute to their worth. Firstly, the 1989 P quarter is a common coin, meaning millions were minted, so its rarity isn't a major factor in determining its value. However, there are exceptions. Mint errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, can make certain quarters more valuable to collectors. Another aspect to consider is the condition of the coin. Coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are generally more sought after by collectors and can fetch higher prices. This includes factors like the absence of scratches, dents, or discoloration, as well as having sharp details and full mint luster. Additionally, the demand for certain coins can fluctuate over time due to various factors. For example, if there's renewed interest in a particular series or if a coin gains historical significance, its value can increase. However, the 1989 P quarter hasn't gained notable historical significance, so any increase in value would likely be due to its condition or rarity. To determine the value of a specific 1989 P quarter, it's essential to assess its condition and any unique characteristics it may have. Professional coin grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can provide expert opinions on a coin's condition and authenticity, which can significantly affect its value. In terms of market value, a circulated 1989 P quarter in average condition might only be worth its face value of 25 cents. However, if you have a 1989 P quarter in uncirculated condition with a high grade from a reputable grading service, it could potentially be worth more to collectors. Ultimately, while the 1989 P quarter may not be worth a significant amount of money for most specimens, it's always worth checking its condition and any unique features it may possess. Who knows, you might just have a hidden gem in your collection. The 1994 P Washington Quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a series that ran from 1999 to 2008, honoring each of the 50 states in the Union. However, the P Mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia, not during the 50 State Quarters program. Instead, it's part of the regular series of quarters issued annually. The value of a 1994 P Washington Quarter can vary based on its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. As of my last update, circulated examples are generally worth their face value of 25 cents, while uncirculated specimens may fetch a slightly higher price. However, for a more accurate assessment of its value, it's best to consult with a professional coin appraiser or refer to recent auction results. In terms of historical significance, 1994 was a notable year in various respects. 1. Economic climate. The mid-1990s marked a period of economic expansion in the United States. The country was recovering from the recession of the early 1990s, and the economy was experiencing steady growth. 2. Political landscape. Bill Clinton was serving as the 42nd President of the United States, having been elected to his first term in 1992. In 1994, his administration faced significant challenges, including the passage of the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act and the midterm elections, which saw the Republican Party gain control of both houses of Congress for the first time in 40 years. 3. Cultural events. In popular culture, 1994 saw the release of several influential films, such as The Lion King, Forrest Gump, and Pulp Fiction. It was also the year that grunge music reached the height of its popularity, with bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam dominating the airwaves. 4. Technological advances. The 1990s were a time of rapid technological innovation, and 1994 was no exception. The World Wide Web was gaining traction as a tool for communication and commerce, with the launch of popular web browsers like Netscape Navigator. 5. Global events. Internationally, 1994 was marked by significant events such as the Rwandan genocide, the signing of the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, and the first democratic elections in South Africa, which brought Nelson Mandela to power. Overall, while the 1994 P Washington Quarter may not have the same level of historical significance as some other coins, it is a tangible artifact of its time, serving as a reminder of the economic, political, and cultural landscape of the mid-1990s in the United States. The 1994 P Quarter Dollar, part of the U.S. Mint State Quarter Program, features a design commemorating Florida's entry into the Union. Its value today largely depends on its condition and rarity, with circulated coins typically worth face value, while uncirculated ones can fetch higher prices. As for history, the State Quarter Program was launched in 1999, celebrating each state's unique heritage. Florida's quarter depicts a space shuttle, a palm tree, and an inscription of Gateway to Discovery, symbolizing the state's role in space exploration and tourism. With a mintage of over $1 billion, the 1994 P quarter is relatively common, but collectors may still find value in pristine examples or those with minting errors. The 1994 P quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, is part of the United States Mint's America the Beautiful Quarters program. These quarters feature different designs representing national parks and sites across the United States. However, the 1994 P quarter does not belong to this series, rather, it's part of the regular Washington quarter series. To assess its worth today, we need to consider several factors. 1. Mintage. The mintage refers to the number of coins produced in a particular year and mint facility. The lower the mintage, the more valuable the coin may be to collectors. For the 1994 P quarter, the mintage was relatively high compared to some other years, which could affect its value. 2. Condition. The condition of the coin significantly impacts its value. Coins in mint state, uncirculated, condition are generally more valuable than those that have been circulated and show signs of wear and tear. 3. Collectability. Some coins gain value due to their historical significance, errors, or unique characteristics. For example, if the 1994 P quarter has a rare error or variety, it could be worth more to collectors. 4. Market demand. The demand for a particular coin among collectors can also influence its value. Trends in numismatics, as well as fluctuations in the broader economy, can impact the market demand for specific coins. 5. Certification. Coins that have been certified by reputable grading services may command higher prices in the collector market, as certification provides assurance of authenticity and quality. Given these considerations, the 1994 P quarter is unlikely to have a significant premium over its face value unless it is in exceptional condition or has some unique characteristic that makes it desirable to collectors. As of now, it's worth 25 cents as legal tender. However, if you have a well-preserved specimen or one with a rare error, it could be worth more to collectors. To get a precise valuation, you may want to consult a professional coin dealer or numismatist. The 1995 P quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, holds both historical significance and numismatic value. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint, it features George Washington on the obverse and an eagle design on the reverse. While its face value remains 25 cents, its worth can vary depending on factors such as condition, rarity, and demand. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters, making them relatively common compared to earlier and later years. However, even common coins can hold value, especially if they are in pristine condition or possess unique characteristics. One notable aspect of the 1995 P quarter is its regular circulation alongside the other state quarters series introduced in 1999. Despite its lack of a special design, collectors often seek out the 1995 P quarter to complete their sets or for its historical significance as part of the broader quarter series. The Washington quarter itself has a rich history, dating back to its introduction in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the coin's obverse features a left-facing portrait of the first President of the United States, George Washington, while the reverse initially depicted an eagle with wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows. Over the years, the Washington quarter underwent several design changes, including alterations to the eagle's depiction and the addition of the motto, "In God We Trust," in 1956. However, the basic design remained largely consistent until the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. While the 1995 P quarter may not command the same premiums as some rare or error coins, it still holds value to collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its historical significance, combined with its status as a regular issue coin, ensures its place in numismatic circles. In terms of value, a circulated 1995 P quarter typically ranges from face value to a few dollars, depending on its condition. Uncirculated examples or those in high grades, e.g., MS 65 or higher, can command higher prices, sometimes reaching double-digit figures or more in auctions or through coin dealers. Ultimately, the value of a 1995 P quarter is determined by various factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand within the numismatic community. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone with a passing interest in coins, the 1995 P quarter offers a tangible connection to America's rich numismatic heritage and the enduring legacy of George Washington. The 1995 P quarter dollar holds both historical significance and potential value, making it an interesting subject to explore. Released as part of the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program, the 1995 P quarter features a unique design representing one of the 50 states. In this case, it commemorates the state of Pennsylvania. This program, initiated in 1999, aimed to celebrate each state's unique history, culture, and contributions to the nation. Pennsylvania's design showcases the iconic Liberty Bell, an enduring symbol of American freedom and independence. The Liberty Bell, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, holds historical significance as it tolled to announce the reading of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. The reverse side of the coin also features a keystone, representing Pennsylvania as the Keystone State. While the design of the 1995 P quarter is notable, its value can vary based on several factors. These include its condition, rarity, and collector demand. As with any coin, its condition significantly influences its worth. Coins in uncirculated condition, with minimal wear and pristine surfaces, tend to fetch higher prices among collectors. In terms of rarity, while millions of 1995 P quarters were minted, certain factors can affect scarcity. Variations in the minting process, such as errors or specific die varieties, can result in some coins being rarer than others. Additionally, coins with low mintages due to errors or limited releases may command higher prices on the collector's market. The demand among collectors also plays a crucial role in determining the value of the 1995 P quarter. Some collectors focus on completing sets of the 50-state quarters program, while others may seek specific coins for their historical or aesthetic appeal. Coins with unique features or designs, such as the 1995 P quarter, often attract greater interest and higher prices. To accurately assess the value of a 1995 P quarter, it's essential to consider these factors and consult reputable sources such as coin dealers, numismatic publications, or online marketplaces. Additionally, professional coin grading services can provide expert evaluations of a coin's condition and authenticity, further informing its market value. In conclusion, the 1995 P quarter holds historical significance as part of the 50-state quarters program and features a distinctive design commemorating Pennsylvania's heritage. While its value can vary based on factors such as condition, rarity, and collector demand, it remains a sought-after item among numismatists and coin enthusiasts alike. The 1995 P quarter dollar, minted by the Philadelphia Mint, is part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which honors national parks and other sites across the United States. Its value today can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and demand from collectors. As of now, a 1995 P quarter dollar in circulated condition is generally worth its face value of 25 cents. However, if the coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has not been used in transactions and shows minimal signs of wear, its value could be slightly higher. Uncirculated coins are often sought after by collectors who want to add pristine examples to their collections. The value of a 1995 P quarter dollar can also be influenced by its rarity. Mintages for quarters in the 1990s were generally high, but specific mintages for each design can vary. If the 1995 P quarter dollar has a lower mintage compared to other quarters from that year, it may command a premium among collectors. Furthermore, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that are well preserved, with sharp details and minimal blemishes, are typically more desirable to collectors. Grading agencies, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, assign grades to coins based on their condition, with higher grades indicating better preservation. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are considered to be in excellent condition and can command higher prices in the collector market. To accurately determine the value of a 1995 P quarter dollar, it's essential to consider these factors and possibly consult with a reputable coin dealer or numismatist. Additionally, online marketplaces and auction websites can provide insights into recent sale prices for similar coins.